Hello, and this is Young, and this morning I'm making a video about basic grammar. Last we had 2 lessons, and the first lesson was about subjects, and the second lesson was about predicate. So if you want to get knowledge of those things, just refer to my lessons on YouTube. My name is Young, and let's start. So today we are going to talk about verb. We talk about subject, predicate, noun, verb. We are going to talk about 4 things actually: subject, predicate, verb, and articles. These are very, very important in sentence formations. So today we're going to talk about verb. And when we're talking about verb, all we're talking about is an action. Verb equals action. Verb is tantamount to action. Verb is described as an action. So let's continue so that we'll get in-depth understanding. Now, a verb is an action. We already said that. Very, very important. A verb is an action or a doing word. Now we're looking at examples of verbs. We have run. An example, we have talk. We have walk. Talk. Walk. We have a word like eat. And we have sleep. So these are examples of verb. Let's move on. Now we're looking at sentences so that we'll be able to identify, itemize, scrutinize the verbs in the sentence. So when we look at our first example sentence, we are saying that Mike is riding his bike. One more time. Mike is riding his bike. So if you look at this, which one is the verb? Which one is the verb? We said a verb is an action or a doing word. If a verb is an action or a doing word, what word in the sentence? Here we are looking at the main verbs, not auxiliary verbs, not modal verbs, and not helping verbs. We are looking at the main verbs. So if you look at this sentence, Mike is riding his bike. When you do something to a bike, like riding, it becomes an action. So our action word item is riding. So riding is an action word, or in other words, riding is a verb. Let's move on. And remember our previous lesson, Mike becomes the subject, and from is up to the end becomes our predicate. Remember, so subject, predicate, the whole of this. So predicate is a phrase that contains the verb. So these are the phrase that contain the verb. Is riding his bike. Predicate. Let's concentrate on our verb. We go to the next example. And it says, can Anne stop crying? Can Anne stop crying? Can Anne stop crying? So here, the action we are looking at, we have stop, which is a verb. You have to be very careful. Then we have crying, which is also a verb. But the main action is crying. So crying becomes the verb. Can Anne stop crying? Not stop, but crying. Then we go to our last, perhaps, he can swim fast. He can swim fast. If you look at this sentence, there is an action being propitiated. There is an action being initiated. There is an action being performed. And the action is swim, not can, not a modal verb, not can, not could, not shall. not is, not are, not was, not were, but swim. Swim. He can swim fast. So swim becomes our verb, becomes our action. We'll end the video here. We are going to do our last video on article, so that we'll be able to understand what an article is. What are the main reason we need to study article? Because article form part of a sentence. See you. Bye.